Welcome, welcome, welcome to the world of Grandiasha and the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We are so happy to have you once again here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods as we roll dice and fall prey to chaos itself. So, let me grab my dice really quick because I forgot to do that before swapping over to the fucking live. Alright, off to the great start. Episode 68. We are one episode away from the funny number. So, I hope that all of you are happy to be here. I hope you all will be joining us more often. And I do hope that you will enjoy this week's episode after last week's rather interesting predicaments. As last week, we had some pretty interesting things happen. Firstly, Dwindle is now in possession of the cards. Let's see how long that lasts. Dwindle also tried to help Nyla get rid of the chains that binded her magically due to the cards. He then learned that magic against magic creates a rather explosive interaction as his dwarven thrower was sent flying through the air. After destroying a small portion of a building, Dwindle and May worked to put the building together and calm the people who had shown up to see what was going on. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna butcher that name if I try to say it, so we're gonna call you Olam. Thank you for the follow, Olam. Welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We're happy to have you. But with Dwindle feeling bad, he decided to help try and fix the issue. This at least helped keep him and May, who had shown up to try and help, out of prison for the most part, as guards had come to try and figure out what was going on, and realizing it was the group that included Dwindle. It seems that the guards were specifically told to never bring Dwindle towards the barracks. But thankfully, due to May magically helping, most of the support was fixed, and Dwindle was able to repair it the rest of the way using metal to reinforce it and stone to fix the wall. This will be an all-day situation. However, on the other half of the group, Nyla and Odile find themselves face to face with a new predicament. As with Nyla having no other options, she found herself going to Odile for help. Odile was in fact able to help after identifying what the chains were, or at least what they did, and how to get rid of them. After freeing Nyla of her binds, the golden claw that Odile keeps so close seemingly absorbed the magic chains. The ethereal bindings finding themselves now connected to the ethereal being that she keeps. This ethereal being showing off his ability by simply rebinding Nyla for a few moments. No one is quite sure how often he can use this ability just yet. However, after this new finding, I believe Nyla made her way out to try and talk to her shadowy friend, correct? Or are you still with Odiel?
I think I was just wandering around, clearing my head and giving Eddie some space.
There it is. So, with Dwindle and May tied up for the moment, they will be working on, or at least Dwindle will be working on the wall for a good portion of the day. If May wishes to, she can stay and help Dwindle. As I said, it will take a good portion of the day, though with May's help, it can cut down on the time.
Mm-hmm. She'll be staying and helping him the whole time.
Okay. Then instead of the full 12 hours, it will only take about 6 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
And since you two are indisposed of at the moment, that would leave Odiel and Nyla. You two have most of the day to yourselves. What would you like to do? Or at least, what would you like to start?
I think Nyla's probably gonna walk around just wherever for probably about an hour before coming back, and then hang out a little bit closer to her friends.
Okay.
Not necessarily going back up to the room yet, but closer.
Okay. And that leaves Odiel. What is Odiel doing?
If I remember correctly, after the bickering and everything, I did leave the room. So I don't know why Nyla would come back. But nobody's back at the end now. Nobody's there. Got things to do. Let's go. I gotta go to the tailor to pick up my stuff.
Okay. Okay. So, Odiel is going to a tailor. Nyla's just hanging out. Odiel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're making your way to the tailor. I would like everybody to roll a D100.
My dice. Adoy.
35.
Oops.
You said 35?
35.
35!
32.
32.
89.
89.
25.
25. Alright. Very interesting. So, that would mean that May got the lowest, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Odiel, you are able to make your way to the tailor, and you are able to pick up your order as planned. I don't remember how much I charged you.
I already paid.
Okay, that's good, because I don't remember how much. However,
I paid extra.
Beautiful. Wonderful. 10 out of 10. I'm glad that I knew that I was going to forget, so I had you pay up front. So. Actually, roll a d100 for me.
Another one?
Yes.
Okay.
This one's for something else.
Oh. Bloody hell. Where'd you go? Okay, which one is this? Okay, I
Well,
have to find a new.
I guess
I
you'll
didn't
find
find
that with
any
your
of
foot
it.
later.
Hey, at least it wasn't a D4, okay? Oh shit, was that the only one I had?
I like,
No, I think not.
I like how Nyla looks like she's just completely disassociated entirely.
I think she's frozen.
Oh, that might be why.
Yeah, she's frozen. Nyla, come back!
Mhm.
There she is.
Yeah, we're getting a new internet service hopefully tomorrow, so
Very nice.
hopefully this is the last night of this.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Yeah.
How's 100?
You got a huh?
How's 100?
So, due to your initial order, they went ahead and overcharged you just in case. However, you actually get about... How much did I charge you?
Oh, I gave them a platinum. So I gave them a platinum, and what they originally were charging me. Hold on. Note taker's going back in her notes. Give me a second.
While she does that, I just want to point this out. James, if I'm not mistaken, platinum is 10 gold pieces, right?
Yes. Are you thinking about Electrum?
You all are just handing out platinum pieces. This is like the 4th time that I'm hearing you all have just made an average purchase with just a full platinum piece.
I think this is the only time I've made a platinum purchase. Otherwise,
Yes,
I'll
you
buy
have. If I remember correctly, each of you have made at least one purchase with a platinum piece.
Probably.
I was buying a lot of potions. And also magic items. I don't think
What
there's
would
a better
be-
time to actually use that stuff.
Yes.
What would the equivalent to that be? Like $1,000 bill or something?
It's like walking into a Dollar General, making a $2
Popping
purchase, and popping down a fucking $100 bill.
That's wild.
I feel like it's even more extreme than that low. I feel like
It is.
$100 bill is more like a gold, so it's like 10 times that.
It's like popping 10 grand on the ground.
In a single bill to pay for a $2 purchase.
Dollar bills, y'all. Yes, a single bill.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out which episode it was. This was a lot of episodes again, so thank you.
That's because y'all do a lot in y'all's episodes, and like an hour passes in game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, that's how we like to roll.
You know how hard it is for me to pace things when you're spending all of like an hour for a full session?
Very fun.
Yeah, there was a time when we were in session like 20 and we were maybe a week in, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And then I had like so many notes.
Thankfully, time skips are a thing, and when you were coming back from the frozen wastes, I was able to make you spend like 3 weeks. Oh boy. Alright.
Also, doesn't have to be yet, but just like a warning. Wrong character. Nyla is gonna look for her sketchbook at some point after that hour.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna go well.
I know. That's part of why she's gonna go back to the inn. She's just gonna go back, sit down, sketch, make some notes.
Now that I'm learning really the weight of money and stuff even more. So yeah, apparently it was only 2 gold for all the stuff.
I told you. Told you. $2 purchase at a Dollar General and just plopping down a $100 bill.
I don't know how. Like, that was a lot of stuff, and like I'm just like, wait, what? How is that a lot of stuff? A lot of good stuff.
Because the way I see it,
Yeah.
in D&D, in the player's handbook, if you actually look at different materials and stuff like that, there are a lot of things that make no sense in pricing for a world where the common workday the common workday for a person is, what was it, James? Like 2 silver?
It's about 2 gold a week. It depends on the job.
Okay, 2 gold a week on average for a normal person. And a great sword is 50 gold pieces. A crossbow, I understand, is a very complicated piece of machinery for what it is in most high fantasy games, right? James, how much is a crossbow? It's 50 gold pieces as well, isn't it? A normal small hand crossbow.
Oh, a normal small hand crossbow's like 30 gold something.
Mm-hmm. A longbow is 50 gold pieces? So there are a lot of things in D&D that just make no sense to me price-wise. But then again, I try to make it make sense. Like tailoring, that's a normal thing. A lot of people go to get tailoring done, or they do it themselves. 2 gold pieces for all of that makes a lot of sense. That's like the equivalent of going to a regular tailor and spending roughly like $120 to $150 on, getting something tailored specifically to you. For a
Do you
really
remember all the
nice
stuff I got?
Okay,
No.
3.5 edition states that like the average untrained hireling, like laborers, porters, cooks, maids, etc., earns 1 silver piece a day. Trained hirelings abound free, so like mercenary workers, masons, craftsmen, scribes, trained hirelings is free silver pieces per day for a minimum wage.
Yeah. So these people, like tailors and stuff like that, they're not going to get any kind of payday by charging like 75 gold pieces for something like simple. That kind of stuff makes no sense to me in D&D. Why?
And then there's the house prices. I forget like the house prices for D&D. It's insane.
Oh my god. It makes sense for like a player group, but if you really look at the economy for a normal, average person, that makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
They would have to save for like upwards of 10 years plus, and start working at the age of like 7 to actually own a house by the average mortality rate. Makes no sense to me. So I fixed it. I made it my own. So yes, 2 gold pieces for what it was.
Okay, so so you're saying I get how much?
You gave them a lot more than you were supposed to. And originally they were going to charge you 2, and actually that's also because of the fact that, if I remember correctly, you had talked to them and actually given them kind of like details on what you were you were kind of what you were wanting. Originally they were going to charge you about 4 gold pieces, but they brought it down to 2 because of the fact that, you know, you were pretty much fine with whatever worked as long as it kind of met the specifications. So you're actually getting about half of what you spent back. They're happy to take some extra because that's originally what they were going to charge anyway, but you're getting most of it back. So you're getting about 6 gold pieces back.
Okay, thank you.
As well as your order.
Woo!
And it takes you about an hour to walk over there by yourself.
Not by myself. What you talking about?
Okay, with Selenok and Rovan, because they're always following you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with the hour
As soon as I
passed...
get my order, I put my gloves on.
Nice.
Yeah, guess what? That claw is now covered.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
The best I can find for housing prices is D&D 4e.
Ew.
Oh crap, I said the word. Oh no, I said the word. Must be smited.
Shame. Where's the shame bell? Oh, wait, hold on. I actually have a bell now. It's not picking it up on Discord, but it is picking it up on the fucking input capture for stream. I can see my whole bar lighting up.
Well, lucky us.
Long story short, quick little fly through. I believe this version was before Mistral's fall, so they still had floating castles and islands. A castle to build or buy is 250,000 gold pieces. A castle of a dungeon is 1 million. A cottage, single room building consisting of most primitive construction, 400. Floating castle, 1.25 million gold pieces. A keep is 75, mansion 40k, a palace 175k, a fort, which could house 50 troops and families, 2,500 or 25,000. A private island. That's actually really good information. 650,000. Quarters 1,000 is a small freehand room. So each house in general is 1,000 gold pieces, for at least from this version. Every stole building is 3,000 gold pieces.
That's too much for somebody working for 2 silver pieces a fucking day.
Yeah, hence why most people live in quarters or buildings.
So yeah, That's why I've kind of fixed my world with the economy thing. Anywho,
How much does one cost in your economy then?
well, that depends on the size of the house and where it's located.
How much is a castle?
A fucking castle?
Mhm.
Most of them are owned by the royal families.
I'm asking to build one.
Oh, to build one? Enough? The royal families are the ones that own them for a reason.
For now.
It's the equivalent of if you were to take like 2 or 3 forts that are made by the armies and put them together. And those are also owned by the royal family because the royal family owns the militaries. But nonetheless, what was I doing? I had a bell for a reason.
I was being shamed.
Oh, yeah, shame bell because you said the word. Fuck, what were we doing before? Oh! Odile got her gold back. Took about an hour to get there by foot with 2 followers. Nyla's at home, or not at home, but at the tavern inn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the D100s I had you all roll. So, as May and Dwindle are working, let me check my notes really quick. May, since you're the one that got the lowest,
Oh boy.
I apologize for my transgressions. Where is it? I got my little notebook out for a reason.
Where are you?
Where are you? I'm so sorry. Cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. Motherfucker. This was something I actually took the notes down for. Oh, here we go. Roll a d4.
What?
Oh boy.
Try not to lose it, because you'll find it later.
3.
A 3.
Okay.
Highs or lows?
Lows.
Lows?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That fits. Alright.
Yes.
Haven't you all met this person? I feel like you all have met them. No taker. Have you all met the keeper? Okay. That's good.
No.
Yes. Yes. I'm pretty sure you all have.
Un momento.
Sounds
Be right back.
familiar, but I don't
And,
remember
well,
specifics.
We have a
Okay.
list of names of the things that were technically the things that we could have won, but I'm pretty sure that's the name of the guy that we met that was singing button. Give me a moment. I'm also really bad at names in general.
Yeah, well.
Okay?
You all met the bartender, who was...
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure May met the keeper.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm trying...
I'm pretty sure.
I was
she
mostly
met
trying
that
to
one.
think out loud of who you all have met, because I know you've met the bartender, of course. I wasn't sure if you all had met the keeper yet.
I'm pretty sure May met the keeper. A moment ago. Again,
May's
player.
eyes.
Player.
Mid.
Yeah, I know. You were like, I don't blame you. Again, player's bad at names. Character not.
The keeper isn't any of the book people, by the way, like the bookstores or anything like that.
Oh, I know.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I know that May was fawning over almost all of the bookstore keepers.
No. We're talking about the really tall lady that she talked to when we were on the underground and everything else and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. See, I remember things. Thank you. I just have to figure out which episode.
It's like I have my notes too on that. I'm curious.
Okay, it's back this way.
Back this
That's
way.
when...
Back this way.
Okay, that's when I would try to smell the gas. The doctor. Okay, so we got the handlers, which were the bartender, the executioner, the keeper, and why can't I read that name? Whatever. We didn't meet that one. That doesn't
Madam.
matter. Thank you.
But the question is, did you actually meet the keeper?
May walks away. Blah 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 blah. Wait, why does this not say who you talked to? What the? What is this still episode 55? I mean, what? Oh, this honor on me.
So you met the bartender, who's the drow with the white, short-cut hair and pitch black eyes. But I don't.
I think that's the only one we met.
Yeah, I think you all learned about the other ones.
No, she did meet the other one because she had to walk up to them and talk to them and everything else. And that's when she found out about all the names and everything else. And they had said the fact that they were, in fact, one of them. But that the fact that the bartender was going to be the one to more help us get in to see the Dark Friend. Apparently, even though the rest of my notes for that session were top notch like usual.
Was it the hag that you all met?
No. It wasn't the this was a hot lady that May was rooting over.
I really need to keep better track of my
Like-
NPCs sometimes.
I usually do that for you. I don't know why this time I didn't.
Which session was it?
Episode 56.
56?
Yeah, 56. Unless it was episode 55. In a minute. Oh!
Was it episode 55?
Episode 55.
Yep, a soul is everything.
Yeah, and she told May to call her mama.
What?
No wonder I was having issues trying to find her name. I forgot. She was tall.
Why can I not remember
this? She was tall and thick with black hair, 2 long ears. One ear's kind of scarred, a patch on her eye and a scar too. And she said to call her mama. And she told you to talk to the handlers and gave you all the names of the handlers. So no, we have not talked to the keeper. We have only talked to the bartender. My mistake. My pardon. For some reason, I thought we did have talked to the keeper.
Neat. I thought not. I knew that you all had talked to someone who was giving you information about the handlers, but I don't think you had met anyone other than the bartender.
No, but we all heard about the keeper, and that's why the name. Players don't know names.
Yeah.
Okay? I can't do names.
That's what it is. I like my little bell. Anyway. The keeper.
Isn't it a fun one?
I was wondering why, because I was like, that one's like my favorite one.
Okay.
Neat. Hee hee hee. Hee hee. I knew I hadn't used my keeper yet, because the keeper is like my favorite one.
Good to know. Yeah, watch out!
So, wonderfully enough, as May and Dwindle are working, due to the commotion drawing a crowd and gaining attention, some time passes. Work is done. And as the two are working, since Dwindle's not here at the moment, I would like May to roll a perception check with advantage for me really quick.
24. The 25.
25? Very nice. Okay, you would notice. As you and Dwindle are working, you notice down on the ground, someone is watching you. Very closely as well. Like they are standing still as the crowd kind of moves and shifts around. People are walking by. Some are glancing up and seeing the construction, then continuing on with their day. But this man is standing in place, staring directly at you and Dwindle with one good eye. As much like the woman that you had talked to before, this one is a rather average height, pale-skinned man. And by pale-skinned, I mean like almost deathly pale. It's almost worrisome how pale he is. But he wears very nice dark clothing, almost like a suit. But it's just a black shirt that kind of comes directly to the base of his neck and then covers down to where it's tucked into almost like dress pants. And then a thin suit jacket that goes over. The little bit of skin that you can see on his hands from his wrists down, you can see multiple scars that kind of just randomly dot his hands, but his knuckles specifically seem to be some of the more scarred over and almost like they've been broken open and then scarred over and then broken open again and then scarred over and over and over again. However, his face is almost entirely clean, save for his left eye that's patched with a simple, almost dagger scar that just goes straight up and down.
Mhm.
You can see his hair is short and kind of does... It's that like almost side part that comes down either way and then floofs out. And it's short. It only goes to about the middle of his ears. But the ears that are exposed, both of them are pointed as this pale-skinned wood elf seems to stare up at you. However, they're not the one that seems to garner the most attention, as you hear footsteps coming up the stairs. As you turn around to see who's coming up, you notice a goblin. This goblin has a sash under a very hodgepodge, like almost like jacket, a dirty shirt, old pants that are like poofy up until just below the knee, and then they've got long leather boots that come up to that point, just above the middle of their shin. They've got 2 gloves on, both of them fingerless, and along the leather sash are multiple potions. However, that's not what is the most confusing about this goblin. What's really confusing is on their back, along their belt line, on their arms, anywhere that they have extra space, there is a book that is latched closed, basically. This short goblin.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. What were you about to ask?
Is this like the prince dude? He had someone that was also carrying a bunch of scrolls on his body. Is that like that?
Not necessarily. This seems less like a scribe and more like someone who has way too many notes and doesn't want to put any of them down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This little goblin with massive floppy ears, unlike some of the goblins you all have met before. This one has almost like lemur ears that come out like really far to the side and kind of droop. And they walk up and you can see this like dirty, matted, dark brown hair that just kind of like looks unkept, and it's like it's half covering their eyes, but it's trimmed back just enough where they can see. And they seem to walk up to you, look up at you with massive yellow eyes with like little black slits in the middle, and then they just stand there for a moment before holding out their hands with a small letter in it.
I'll pick it up and just look like it's really confused. And who is this from? Are you with Creepy over there? Good talk.
What's your
I'm
name?
just gonna What is your name?
Keeper.
Keeper.
What's your name?
I'm May.
Then you notice, while still staring at you, the goblin grabs one of the books off their arm, unlatches it with a key that they pull out of one of their gloves, opens it, and while still staring at you, writes in the book just a name, May, under an entire list of other names. And this page that they're writing on has like a quarter of it filled before it then looks to dwindle and just kind of,
What's your name?
and of course Dwindle's not here, so I think Dwindle, being the way Dwindle is, he would probably not give his name.
It's okay. I'll ask the keeper. I'll ask the prince later.
And then he just closes the book, relatches it, relocks it, and then stuffs it back into the like leather bind that they have on their arm. Oh, there's Dwindle. Oh, well, that's not right. That one is not right either. We'll do this for now, so people can see the world map that they're looking at. Because this is easier. But nonetheless, they close the book, lock it, put it back in their little binding.
Open at nearest convenience. Read where no one else can see.
After a long silence, the goblin then just slowly steps back little by little before finally turning and going down the staircase. And after it exits down the staircase, hold on. It would seem... There we go. Oh, wait. That's interesting. Just a moment. Just a moment. Hold on. Just a moment. Just a moment. Nope, not studio mode. Yeah.
I forgot to do a thing.
There we go. Does that work? Someone say words.
Words.
That'll work. Beautiful. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking perfect. Why is that not working? Oh well, pocket. So, you watch them disappear downstairs, and then after a few moments, you can see them walk out to the wood elf that's standing there, and then the two seem to wander off into the crowd.
Very well then. To bring the letter to Dwindle. Well, Dwindle is not here, so if you want to come back to us.
Nyla.
Yes.
An hour passes. You said that you were going back to the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go over and find a table in the corner and look for my notebook to pull out.
Mm-hmm. That one seems to work. Interesting. Anywho. You find that your notebook is nowhere to be found as you search yourself for it.
She's gonna start to like panic a little bit and cast locate object for it.
Far away. Oh no.
Hawaba. Ah. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you since the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet. Nope. You don't feel any pull.
She's gonna retrace her steps from earlier while still having it cast.
Okay.
At least for a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna be in the same direction as...
It is concentration up to 10 minutes, so you can
Yeah.
hold it and try to find it within 10 minutes.
Yeah, she's just gonna like speed around her path from earlier, trying to see if she gets closer to it.
Now, which path do you mean as you follow?
Just her random wandering, so somewhere about half an hour out. I don't know what direction. I can roll for that if you want, just to see if it happens to be the same one.
You could roll a d8. North, east, southwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest.
Sounds good. In that order. It's a 4. So, west? According to what you said?
Okay. You would have gone west.
Mm-hmm.
James is back. Dwindle,
Aye.
I have a question really quick.
Shoot, and I'll try to answer.
So, while you and May were working, I gave May advantage on a perception check since you weren't here, and they noticed a rather brawny, average height wood elf with really fucked up and scarred up hands, like knuckles and like smaller scars all over their hands and stuff like that, and then one scar along their left eye with a patch over it, and then a goblin with really hodgepodge clothes kind of thrown together, a bunch of books strapped to them, and a sash with potions on it, two really floppy ears, almost like lemur ears, and then two really big yellow eyes with two little black slits in the middle that are just staring at you and May. And they said that they were the keeper and asked May for her name, and May gave the name, and then it looked directly at you and asked Dwindle for his name. And I figured Dwindle being the way he is, he wouldn't have given it, but oh, he's leaving it up to a dice roll.
55. Should have said highs or lows before me. Sketchy?
Very weird. Very sketchy, because looking out as you two are working, the wood elf is just kind of the only person that's standing there in the crowd, just staring up at you all, or you two, and just kind of watching you. And then the goblin came up from downstairs and just kind of stood there staring at you for a moment before holding out a letter. And then when May gave her name, they pulled the tome that was off their arm, opened it after unlocking it with the key that they seem to keep on them, and then inside the book, after opening it like halfway, there's just a list of names on one page, and then on the page that he wrote May's name in, it's like a quarter full.
Sure. Just dwindle.
Dwindle right under May's name before the book is then closed and put on the goblin's arm, and then the goblin disappears.
If there was enough time to write both of their names, can I give a perception check to see if there's any other names on it? Like, what other names are on the paper? I'm just curious. And I don't see any names. That one.
Oh, nice. You don't see a book.
No book.
These floppy ears.
Yeah, it really floppy ears. Like genuinely speaking, these ears are like Dwindle's like arm length from the base of their head out to the tips.
Oh, that poor thing. How long did it hang there?
Like it hangs down almost like little wings. But they're like massive floppy ears. Anywho.
How good of hearing he is.
He did not give his last name, he just said his first name, so.
Well, that's good. Now, Nyla, you are going west.
Mm-hmm.
Good old west. Odio, roll a d8.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Here, D8. Cool. 8.
8?
Yeah. Don't put me in a fight, please. I don't know why I'm wrong.
East, south, west, northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. That was the list I had given.
Oh. I'm safe! Right?
Mayhaps.
I know. Yes.
Nyla, how long or how many times are you willing to cast this spell?
I'm gonna burn through all my spell slots and then start doing it ritually. So 3 times with slots. She's desperate right now.
So you're like running around?
Yeah.
I'm willing to start moving too.
She's freaking out.
Okay. While running around, you would make probably half the time in distance. And you said you're willing to cast it ritually after burning through your spell slots?
Correct.
Okay. I would like Odile and Nyla to both roll D100s. James and May, highs or lows?
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
37.
$99. I'm telling you, don't give me combat. As soon as it happens, I'm gonna get all like under 10. I'm telling you. I don't understand what's happening.
So Odile got a 99, and Nyla, you got a 37?
47.
47, okay. How many times are you willing... Ooh. How many times are you willing to cast ritually?
Basically, as long as I can. I'll probably go back before nightfall, but like, she's putting up a fight for this. She really doesn't want to lose it.
Okay.
And she imagines she dropped it somewhere. So she'll probably go and, visit various places first, but she's...
Okay. Odile, where are you going after the Taylors?
I was gonna go see Stofan. You forgot about him, didn't you?
Oh, the grandpa? The fucking...
No.
Nope.
Well, that was Stone, and he was in,
Oh, the alchemical shop.
No. So, okay. So, Stofan is the one with the, he has the butcher kind of shop, but it's a specialty butcher shop.
Yeah.
Here in Crows.
Yeah. The
Where he has
alchemical
all those
Goliath.
wings.
Yep.
Yeah.
The alchemical.
Yeah, because then I met his grandpops or whoever up in Crestia.
Yep.
Yep. So that's who I'm going to check up on next.
All right.
Let's go. Come on. Oh, you might want to stay outside, Salamaki. You might be uncomfortable.
Nothing can be more uncomfortable than being stuck in a room with you and your group when you all are arguing.
Man's got a point.
He's got a massive point. You have a point, but still.
4 of them, actually, as he points to each of his 2 daggers and 2 scimitars.
That is a lot of points. I mean, if you want to come inside, you can, but I'm just warning you. It's... I'm fine with it. It's his livelihood.
You all step inside. And you find a Goliath standing behind the casing as they seem to bring down a meat cleaver upon what looks to be an oversized scarab beetle. And basically slices it down the middle. And as it connects and he stops and he hears the bell ding of the front door, he looks up and he goes, "Oh, it's you. You brought a friend."
Not a friend, but yeah. Proud extra.
I figured all you small people were friends.
That's rude. Should I say that about all tall people?
Oh, most of us all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we see eye to eye.
I'll just start coming up and just quickly hop on Rohan's head, just coming up to him. Really now? Trying to be all intimidating and stuff.
Well, yeah.
I bet you would see eye to eye, being all the way up there.
For the most part.
How are you doing?
I'm working.
I see that. Poor thing. Moves down at the beetle.
It was dead when I got it.
I believe you. Looks over to Selenok to see if he's uncomfortable yet.
He's just standing by the door with his arms crossed.
Makes sense. And then just look to see if Eddie's visible.
At the
Just
moment.
no emotion. Just no emotion. Anyway, I came to check on you.
Oh, that's nice. Is there a reason?
Well, that was here when I was here last time. You were very kind to me and gave me plenty of information about the werewolf.
It's... Didn't really expect you to do anything with it other than stay inside.
I mean, it helped a lot. I mean, me and the rest of my group were able to get rid of them for you guys. So, if it weren't for you, you'd probably still be stuck with all of them.
Your group did that?
Yeah. Don't go around saying about it, though, please. We don't really want that kind of attention. I'm only telling you because you actually helped us in all of this. So, I mean, don't. Okay, don't.
You shouldn't go around telling people that you helped with that.
I'm not. I'm only telling you.
I didn't want to know.
That's fair. There was one other reason why I came.
As far as the city knows, 3 people were murdered in that warehouse.
Is that what they're telling people?
Well, they weren't... Grog. They weren't exactly human when they found them. Well, they weren't exactly human because one of them was charred. But they were human when they were found. Nobody else really knew they were werewolves.
No, and we didn't know what they were until after all the fact. And we've already paid for our crimes as well.
Well, you should keep that information to yourself.
already planned on it.
Good. As far as the city knows, there were no werewolves. The only thing keeping the gods from looking any deeper is the fact that after those three were murdered, the killing stopped.
That makes sense. Well, I'm sorry to put a damper on all of it. I didn't mean to.
It's all damper for me. You all are the ones that have got to walk around the city pretending nothing happened.
We can deal with that. Now again, talks to us anyway. You know? They really don't. Anyway, as I was saying, there was another reason why I came here. The bigger actual reason I came here.
Why is that?
So you remember I said I was going to Crows?
I did.
I met someone there. They're okay. You do know they're in Crows, right?
Do you mean my granddad?
No.
Oh. Well, yeah, the old jackass asked me to help him build the house.
He's still up there.
Eh.
The city was not doing anything to help him with the snow or anything, though. Had to yell at them for it.
He probably told them to get the fuck off his lawn.
Probably. But I yelled at them to start fixing it because it was ridiculous after I shoveled it all back out.
Let's see how long he lets them do that.
I don't know. But he's alive. And he's okay.
I wonder when that man will die.
I don't know. He seems very stubborn. Very quiet.
You're telling me.
He's also very fun to keep company with, too.
If you say so.
What? You don't always need to talk to keep company with someone.
No, you don't, but just even sitting in the same room is hell.
Trust me, he wasn't hell.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're not related to him then.
Well, I'm glad I brought you some good news, I guess. Or bad news? I'm not sure how to take this situation. Well, then you and your granddad are very similar in certain ways, I'm not gonna lie.
I love him to death, but he's an ass.
Aren't all family members in some ways?
No.
Okay.
My dad said he didn't want it to be anything like his. So I actually had a good
Was
dad.
See?
He did everything the opposite of what that old man did.
See? Progress.
The old jackass
Perfect.
just won't die.
Okay.
One day.
Oh.
But, oh well.
I'm not sure how to respond to this. But that's okay.
Suppose I should
Because
pay
it
him
is
a
your
visit at
family.
some point.
Yeah, I guess. If you want to, you don't have to. I mean, to be fair, he also said just for me to see if you were here in general. And he actually said for me not to probably talk to you or anything.
Of course he didn't. The old jackass can't show any kind of emotion. He does that, he's weak.
No, he showed plenty of emotion when he was talking with me and stuff. Well, during the small amount of
Well, I'm glad that he showed something to you. At least it means that fucking rock in his chest is still beating.
Exactly. It's still beating. It's still there.
Yeah, I was worried it had stopped. His body was just holding around by itself.
Well, maybe since he is showing me emotion and was worried about you, wanted just to at least see that you were visibly okay after what is going on now.
Like I said.
Maybe that there is change with you. I mean, with him. Like, sorry, wrong word. But so.
Like I said. At least he's showing something. I'm glad that rock in his chest is still beating.
Hey, maybe it's melting.
Rocks,
Maybe I helped melt a frozen heart. Come on. Come on now, Sylvan. Come on.
rocks don't melt.
Ah, but ice do. And ice is a type of rock.
I'm not
If
sure
Window
how
was
true
here,
that is.
he would smack me.
I'm not entirely sure how true that one is, but nonetheless, I guess.
Nonetheless, I just came to check on you after all of this. Plus, you're the first fun person to talk to, so.
You've interacted with me all of twice.
You're still a fun person to talk to.
Alright, strange little one.
You have no idea. Apparently this one's starting to get an idea, though. It's a Selenok. He's the one that stuck with me.
Alright.
Turns back to Selenok. Did you want anything in here?
I have no need for anything in here.
Okay, just checking. He doesn't speak much. unless I talk to him first. Kind of bad. I gotta get him to talk first. I don't like being the first one to talk. It's bad.
I don't know. You seem to do it quite a bit here.
I know. Well, I'll see you later, Sophie. Have fun running your shop. She scurries out.
Selenak and Rovan follow. Where are you going next?
No idea. Where do you want to go? Selenak.
I'm just here as your guard.
Yeah, I get that. Do you do anything else?
No.
Like, what's your hobbies or anything? Like, what do you like doing? Like, what did you do before this? Like, what do you like doing?
There we go. Your group asked this question before.
Is it?
I don't have any memories of before.
Odd thoughts. You don't?
No.
So I took you out of wherever and you just lost all your memories?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember.
That's what I did. Basically, I took you out of wherever and it took all your memories of wherever you were. And
If you say so. I don't remember anything before waking up.
so you don't remember being in the Feywild or anything?
No. I
You
don't
don't
really know what that is, in all honesty.
someplace that as long as you're tied to me, you'll never be able to go to.
Oh well. Wherever you go is where I go.
I mean, she's talking while they're walking, mind you. Are there things that do interest you? Like
No.
that was a fast no. Yeah, like you've gotta like some things, like because you're gonna get really really bored when I'm working and stuff. Unless if you're able to help me work. I doubt that. I don't think you're able. Looks at him, looks him up and down. No, I don't think he.
My job is to guard you. That's all that I have to do. That's all I want to do.
I don't care if that's your job or not. You can do your job while still don't even like that. You can still enjoy doing things and enjoy life while you still
My whole life
guard me.
is guarding you.
There is more to life than just that.
Well, there's not much more to my life than that.
Well, I'm making it my mission now to show you otherwise.
That's wonderful. You can certainly try. Fate brought me here for a reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know where I came from. If I was somebody before, I don't know what to do otherwise. All I know is I'm here now, and my whole life is meant to be dedicated to guarding you.
I get it. I get it. We'll figure it out.
I've shown my
We'll
dedication.
figure it out. Yep. Sure have. And I sure won't sleep anywhere besides outside my damn door.
My dedication
Seriously.
is upon my back and along my body.
I was trying to make the joke, and that definitely just showed me you can't do jokes. Apparently.
What's a joke?
It's something that someone says that's supposed to be funny, and you laugh at it. It's supposed to bring humor and stuff to the situation. So, to lighten a mood and stuff, like.
That's not really part of my job.
Stop with the job talk.
Hyla, roll a D100.
$11.
11. James, highs or lows?
Who knows?
Lows.
I did highs last time.
Okay. Deal. Roll a D20. And Nyla is still doing the ritual casting, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can I get ritual casted?
You tell me.
Thank you.
If it's in your spell list and has an R with a book next to it, it should be ritual casting capable.
No, it looks like it's just, that's the C, not an R. So it looks like I only have 3 tries.
Fuck. Okay, well, looks like after 3 tries, you're out. So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So, running around trying to find it, using up your spells to do so. On your run back. Ah, my nose. I got an itch, but the worst part is I can't scratch it like violently like I usually would, because I've got like a one of those like acne bumps that's coming up right there on the bottom side of my nostril. That shit sucks. Anywho.
Sucks so much.
Ah. On the way back, Odile, what'd you roll for that d20?
19.
A 19? Wonderful. So... yeah. Nice. Nyla. On your way back, you notice and almost trip over Odile, Selenok, and Rovan.
Just will I still have it cast or after it's all done?
After. This would be on your way back.
Hey Yod. Have you happened to see my notebook? I can't find it anywhere. Insight check.
This is player space, not character space. Player does not have poker face. Player does not have poker face. We should know this by now.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
I know you know.
We love it.
What notebook?
The one I'm always pulling out. You've seen it with me 100 times. It's a little brown book, about this big. I can't find.
That would be a deception check.
Deception versus insight.
If Nyla plans on trying to insight.
Yeah.
You know the one thing God is purple. Now is when my dice will roll that. I know it. Watch.
If you jinx yourself, yeah, of course.
Thank me with it.
You got a what?
I got a 10.
I got a 14.
So. Odile. Nyla. Seems like Odile might be hiding something.
Oh, recent is recent.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Have you seen it today?
I think you had it out this morning at breakfast.
You've seen
So,
it
yes.
since then.
Not that I can recall.
What are you not telling me? Odd, please. This is really important.
I know.
Can you help me find it?
How can I help you find it?
Do you have a spell that can help locate objects?
No, I don't.
Can you walk around with me to places we've been recently today?
The places you've been today?
Hang on, I really haven't been very far today. I've really covered most of that ground.
Yeah, I was just about to wonder why you're all the way out here.
Just double checking. I really haven't been very far today. I would have covered all the ground that I'd been to, right? Because I went to the place with to Dwindle, which I don't think it was that far away, right? And then the little loop. With a total of 30 minutes not using it, immediately one after the other, I should have been able to cover all that ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
And walk
Just
around
about.
fast. Okay. Okay, that's weird. I didn't sense it anywhere I've been today. That's not how that should work. Which means either I dropped it on a moving object or someone took it. Odd. What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. God, I hate player me.
I would like another deception check.
Even worse. Never mind.
Thank you.
Never mind. Odd is starting to look. Odd is starting to look like player. Never mind. Odd's slowly starting to back up to try to get behind Selenok at this point. So she's starting to realize she can't stay quiet.
What? Please tell me. Do you know who took it?
Just stay silent.
Trying to decide if...
Does Selenok let her go behind him?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Thank you for the 1 year, Hootie.
Selenok, do you know who took it? Or why?
At that point, Selenok should feel like Odd pull on something pull on his cloak behind him. Just a little tug.
Selenok kind of glances over his shoulder and then back to Nyla.
I'm trying to decide if Nyla would put the pieces together, because it is kind of logical sequence. Should I roll intelligence or something?
haven't seen your book. I don't know who took it. Maybe you put it down somewhere and somebody picked it up.
Why would someone pick it up and bring it with them?
It's a free notebook. Take out the pages that have already been used, and I'm sure somebody's using the rest.
It wouldn't even work for them.
Is it magic?
Only slightly.
Well, and then maybe
It's not
somebody.
something that we use.
Then maybe somebody took it to sell it. I don't know. A magic notebook lying around? I feel like that would be pretty easy money for somebody.
Yeah, but it looks like trash. No one would want that.
After some fights, you all look like trash, and you clean up just fine.
Can't entirely argue with that, but there's still something that this group is hiding, and I need to know it.
I don't know what to tell you. I've been with Odie all day. It's kind of my job. I can tell you Odile didn't take it. She hasn't left her room. Save for now, of course. And we went to pick up some tailoring order that she got and then talk to some Goliath.
She didn't take it, then she must be covering.
If you think so.
There's only one person you'd cover for. Same person who I stole the book from. Who's clearly still mad about it. Odd, where's my book?
It's still just silent behind Solonak. But her grip on the cloak has gotten, like, much stronger now.
Eddie, where's my book?
Are you actually calling out to Eddie right now? You hear chuckling behind you as Eddie seems to apparate, doing his usual sitting back while floating thing. Hands behind his head. I don't know where your book is.
Insight. $17.
Doesn't look like he's trying to hide anything. He's very obviously, like, pretty happy with himself. He's got his grin on his face. And his face just kind of reads, I did something.
Eddie, give it back.
Oh. You want your book back?
You know I do.
Oh. That's just horrible.
I know you're upset, but I never touched. I touched, okay, fine. I never even looked at your book. I certainly didn't keep it away from you. Now give it back.
I'm not keeping it away from you. I don't have it anymore.
What did you do with my book?
Was it worth it?
Was what worth it?
Stealing from people you call friends.
That's what you want to call it? But no. I never claimed that I was in the right in that. And even when I did it, it was supposed to be a joke. I never would have stolen anything if I'd known how important it was to you. Not to mention, like I said, I never looked at it. I gave it to your friend, someone you trusted.
I never said that you said you were in the right or the wrong. I'm not pointing out whether or not you're right or wrong in the situation. I'm simply pointing out that you all call yourselves friends. Even Shortstack. She may not admit it, but she sees all of you as friends. In one way or another.
This is what friends do to each other, I'm starting to wonder.
Well, as I told Odiel before, I was starting to think of you all as interesting new people I might have considered friends. But, then again, I suppose that's what happens when you're forcibly dragged along. But you stole something of mine. I stole something of yours.
You have your book back. Unharmed. And like I said, I didn't keep yours. So why are you keeping mine?
Because unlike you, I have nothing else to lose.
What is that supposed to mean?
Think about it. Everybody in this group has something that they don't feel comfortable sharing yet. Something that they hold dear, something that they feel they can share when they are comfortable. At least one secret. I don't. Everything that I have shared is everything that has happened. And I finally find the one book that means more to me than anything that you all could have found, could have dragged me along for. Everything. And I was pretty forthright with everything that I've ever hidden or thought necessary to share. But the one thing that I didn't feel comfortable sharing yet, and you all wanted to toy with it. At least half of you did, at least. Well. Now I've taken something that you wish to keep hidden, at least for a short while longer, and I've put it somewhere.
I don't care if it's hidden. I care that it's safe. I care that it's with me, where I can look at it, where I can use it.
Probably is.
Eddie, give it back.
Or what?
I'll leave this group.
I can't do anything about that. And I'm dead, so it doesn't really affect me much. You're just abandoning the people that you called friends.
I'd be abandoning the one person that you care about and trust.
Don't have a whole lot of that anymore. See, nothing you threaten me with is going to work. And if you want to abandon Odile, please feel free to fuel her abandonment issues. You're only going to be hurting her.
Don't want to hurt her, I want to hurt you, but also I don't know that I can trust her either after this.
Well, if it makes you feel better, much like you didn't read my book and she didn't read it until after I had pissed her off somehow. You know, with the whole stealing potions, trying to be helpful. She hasn't read yours yet. I told her she could wait if she wanted, or she could read it right after I found it. But she didn't, so I put it away. However,
I don't care. Again, you can read it if you want to. I don't care. I just want to see it. You all know everything that's in there anyway.
Well, that makes this a lot more boring then. Rather disappointing, too. However, I do think I learned something.
But
You were so quick to abandon everybody. Just because you thought it might hurt me. You were willing to put the other people that genuinely trust you, and the people that call you friend, even if they aren't willing to admit it, you were willing to throw all of that away so quickly. I wonder how she feels about that. Good job. I think you actually did more damage than I was hoping for. You can have your book. Odiel has it. Gave it to her just like you gave her my book. Just remember, she helped you with your chains. I got them. If you want to try and hurt me, aim for me. Aim for her again, and I'll just bind you. It's pretty
Gee,
fun.
I knew you could.
I tried to prove I do. And admittedly, I do. I'm pissed off, don't get me wrong. But the care is still there. That's why I tried stealing the potions for you all. They were overpriced. I figured I'd be helpful. I've helped the entire time that you have found me. I tried really hard to be kind. And trust me, as a person who is genuinely trying to be kind, it's really hard not to care. But now it's more a worry towards the fact that she has my claw, and if that gets lost, well, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, Odd, give me the book.
That's a rude way of asking.
She lied to me about having it.
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
Give me the book now.
This sounds familiar.
Either give me the book or give me the claw. One of the two. I don't care which at this point.
During this whole thing, Odd had turned like around away from everybody to where her back is like completely back to back with Selenok. But she's still like gripping onto him. And when Nihilus does that, she just looks down at her hand. Selenok can understand Sylvian, right?
Yeah, he knows all your languages.
Okay.
So everything you can speak, he can speak.
Okay. So while releasing his cloak, I tell him in Tillian where Nyla's book is inside of Roban.
Does he know how to open that?
He walks over to Rovan, and he just kind of stares at Rovan's shell for a long, long minute. And he just... I have no idea what I'm doing.
That slightly turns her head. Gives the simple instructions on how to open. Actually, she just tells Roban to open his shelf. In Draconic.
Rovan cracks open. And Selenok just kind of... Has he always been able to do this?
Yes.
I don't know how comfortable I am with that. And he just kind of slowly reaches his hand in and then quickly swipes the book out. It looks like he's terrified that it might be like a bear trap almost kind of thing. Eddie just goes back to his sitting back with his legs crossed and his hands behind his head as he just kind of watches Selenok hold the book. Selenak walks it over.
Wanted to read it on? Then go ahead and read it. Especially that first cover page, if you want to know why I'm so mad.
This also sounds familiar.
I'm not talking to you.
Before I chuckle.
I was hoping I had a stroke, but I don't. Just again until the just get rid of the book.
Selenak holds it out. She says just to get rid of it, so she's not gonna read it.
I was gonna take it back then. Just say, maybe you were right. I thought we were friends, but maybe you were right. And then use invisibility and leave.
Grab book or no grab book?
Oh, grab book first.
Aren't you out of spell slots?
Invisibility is a feat. Trait of a feat.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's only once per long.
It's only a second level spell. Once. For free. Terrifying. Ha, funny number.
Odd just whispers to Zelenak if he's still there. Forgetting that he can't see Eddie in general.
He will never show himself to him. Ever.
Yeah.
Completely forgetting.
Unless a certain somebody reverses Eddie ever drawing a card. It's the only way to fix him. That's the worst part.
Reverse the card, reverse the card, reverse the card.
Also, this feels like an appropriate time to say, this is the book.
Ooh. I cast Fireball.
But now, now none of you get to see inside other than Odd, who already saw inside.
Yeah, I've already seen inside. Sweet up, lady.
I was hoping I was gonna get to talk to Dwindle about it.
But
I
what?
tried to bring it up with Nyla about the if you could change anything, what would you change? And Nyla's like, the most social butterfly answer, well, I met you guys, so it's okay, and we're kicking butt, and basically.
You can always ask one of that question. I got several things.
Yeah, no, but we haven't talked, so.
I mean, we're working for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Just saying. Spur some ideas for you. Besides Eddie. I got a list. We'll be cheap. We'll be poorer, but I'm okay with that.
Interesting. So, thank you for the follow, Kai. Welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We're happy to have you. So, Nyla stalks off as she's invisible.
Invincible.
Invincible. What?
I wish.
Odiel and Selenok and Rovan are left. Eddie standing, well, floating there with them. As he just kind of nonchalantly seems to be hanging out for the most part. Seemingly unbothered.
After I say the line to Selenock, realizing, oh wait, that's right, he can't see Eddie. Odd will slowly just turn to see him floating there. And just go, why don't you disappear too?
Because I don't want to. I've done the damage I wanted to do.
Yeah. True damage. It never goes away. Ooh.
Speak your mind.
No.
Look at that. You still
Just
can't do
disappear
it.
like you always do.
Well, I'm not
Confession.
going anywhere.
This is all in front of a lot of people too, right?
Yeah, we're outside.
Why must you guys do this in the center of attention? We have
We're
a
not
bad enough
fighting
name in it.
anything.
Okay.
Eddie just kind of shrugs and... Well, I don't always disappear. I really only did it once, if I remember correctly.
Really, 'cause I haven't seen you ever since you gave me this damn book. Ever since after you got the damn chains. After we left, I haven't seen you. You disappeared together.
Well, yeah. I couldn't have your friends seeing me. That would ruin the surprise. I feel better now. I've done the damage I wanted to do, as I said. So I'm back to being here all the time.
Do what you want, Eddie. Do what you want, Eddie. Let's go, Selenock.
I mean, I had planned on doing what I want. That's kind of why I did all of this.
I was gonna start walking, but she is going to grab like a piece of the cloak on, so.
Okay.
It's a small piece.
Eddie's just floating along behind the two of you.
He's a chaperone.
It really is fun playing a mastermind every now and then.
A royal prick is a better term.
Oh, pain in my ass right now.
Oh, a royal pain. Yes.
It's true.
The balance card is so much fun.
It's a game over card. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for characters. Like if one of us drew it, oh gosh.
That
New
would be
character.
terrifying. Yep.
Yeah, new
It's a new
character.
character. It's a new character.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Odile. I assume Odile's going back to her room so she can hide again, right?
What time of day is it?
Midday.
Yeah, just about midday, yeah. Around that time.
Wow, you know odds so well.
Hmm?
I said, wow, you know odds so well. I decided lows I would go back to my room, and yeah, I rolled a 2, so yeah.
Okay. Where is Nyla going?
She's just like going opposite end of the city at the moment.
Okay.
She may not be back for a couple of days.
Well,
Interesting how we're trying to recover your soul.
It's true.
Seriously,
Yeah.
how are we supposed to recover your soul if you're not there?
well. You two are able to go back to your room and go into the city to hide. Dwindle and May. What would you two like to do?
Are we done?
Based on the fact that Odile is going back to her room to hide, and Nyla is just kind of fucking off in the middle of the city, we can time skip a little bit.
Unless
You
you have
all-
anything you want to say before while we're working.
Exactly. You all did get the letter in the middle of you all working, so
Mhm.
or you two working, so
Probably would have finished the work first and then.
Mm.
Mhm.
Alright, I don't have a diagram. What's to say?
He said to open it where no one can see us. Do you think this is a good location?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Walking down, I'm gonna walk down. One of my ends of my leg spikes hits the wall. Do a tiny scratch.
so
Very well. So are we go back to the inn?
Yeah, plants one of his dynamite underneath the house. If only he was chaotic. Imagine if I drew the balance card. Oh boy. To the wagon. I have to name it still,
The wagon?
obviously.
Oh. Does your armor have name as well?
Brewhilda.
Brihilda. Is that a common dwarven name?
No. I'm just messing with you. Of course, my armor doesn't have a name.
I see.
Who names armor? Swords, weapons, obviously, yeah. Armor?
I see. Well then, does Hammer here have a name? I'm just curious now.
Haven't found it.
I see. I suppose it is
Yeah.
quite
It
fresh
had a
still.
name. It had a name before. Either it'll tell me it, or I'll give it a new one.
I see. So how long have you been doing such work for?
What work?
You know, smithing.
great grandfather put the hammer in my hand at the age of 2. Been hitting iron ever since.
Whoa, so quite some time. Not to sound any
About
sort
a
of
century or so.
way,
And past, yep.
I suppose it makes sense after seeing you create this.
This isn't smithing, this is just elf work. He's more human. Yeah, well. Eh. Yeah. Note to self, do not hit. Oh, right. Nyla's still in the chains. Mm.
Oh, you're right, Nyla.
Let's
Do you
go
think
back
she ever
to.
got them off?
I can't pick locks. Who else picks locks in Nurse's place besides us? Or besides you? I know you do.
Oh,
And
me?
Nyla.
I couldn't.
Sticky fingers.
Nyla.
Don't lie to me.
I don't have sticky fingers when I've ever stolen something.
Raises the most exaggerated eyebrow he can possibly can. Yes. You're right. You have never stolen anything. You borrowed.
See?
Without ever
Now you
plans
get
on
that.
returning.
Have I stolen anything?
Visibly ages a year. Or of a year doesn't
Well,
you really can't see it, but yeah.
if I can't remember it, I suppose it's not that important.
Let's get to the wagon. Let's get to the wagon.
Sounds good.
I don't want my
Maybe
wagon has probably become a petting zoo by now. Gosh dang it.
Gonna make sure the letter is in her pocket before following the window.
Yeah. To the wagon.
To the wagon.
You make your way back, and it's simple enough to get back.
Sweet.
It's not a long walk.
Ride.
You get back.
Turns out Nyla is the Rakshasa. This entire time. She can go invisible. She could apparently summon a demon. Hey. Now I'm just curious what the letter says. Or any other questions that you wish to ask Dwindle. He's just a quiet folk. He's a responder.
I get you. No, I was gonna say on the way back, May's gonna kind of really awkwardly to say, I'm sorry for all the trouble we've caused you. But it really takes something to stick it out, and I wish you to know that you are very much appreciated.
On that day, Dwindle's heart grew 2 sizes. Nods. I appreciate those fancy little words. However, as I like to say it, actions speak louder. If you feel remorse for your actions, do better. If you don't, keep doing them, and you'll find out what punishments come after.
Sometimes punishments are deserved.
Yes. As if there were no punishments or laws to follow, it will be anarchy. Keeps a stable place.
Fair enough. Two lefts do not make a right. Unfortunately, a lifetime of lefts still don't make right.
Well, if you make enough lefts, you'll find yourself going the right direction eventually. Left, 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 right.
Have you ever thought, just, if you could change one thing about where you are now, what would you do?
That's a broad question. And so I'm going to give a broad answer. One, that deck. I wish it was never here. Two, if I didn't get a throne room or a treasure room, I would have changed, or if I could change anything, I would have made it so the dragon never woke up. Or we never even went into that room in the first place. Same time, someone would have, with that discovery, even our group that we went with, the Ice Toofs. Not Ice Toofs. Ice Toof was wrong team. What's the team we went with? I can't remember the team we went with.
I know Sarah died.
Was it? Oh, Ice Lake.
No,
Was it
no.
Ice Lake?
No taker.
I have the groups. I'm just trying to remember which one it is.
So much. Oh, it wouldn't even be in this notebook.
I have two. It's not Ice Tooth. Even though they call Ice
Oh,
Tooth is the
mental.
full-on dragon's name, they call the group Ice Tooth for whatever reasons. Snowhall, Snowball.
Snowball, all of that.
I have
Well.
Snowball / Expedition Team. I think it's Ice Lake.
Ice Lake. It's Ice
Yeah.
Lake.
I have written Brother Dwarf, Darnock.
Yeah, Dwindle knocked out the other dwarf.
Wording's very important on that one. Ice Lake would have found in eventually. I would have made it so. Yeah, I guess anything would be that. We never woke, or the dragon never woke up. Or the dragon passed away in his sleep.
Don't you think that? Do you believe in fate?
Yes and no. I believe that wonderful deities up above and below set moments and paths in our lives that allow us to decide our own fates. Sure, they may have a hand in it and bits of it, but in the end, we make our own.
So, you believe in the power of free will?
That
That we choose our own paths?
proves that I'm here. If that was the case, I would have never left. Has still been
You miss it.
how couldn't I not? My family is there. My children are there. The one I love most is there. My heart is there. But my pride prevents me from going back until this is finished.
You see. Do you think that it would be finished if the dragon, if we never awoken it?
Yes. I paid off my debt toward you all. I've had a taste of the outside. Sure, there's this thing I've heard rumored about, called an ocean, whatever that is. But the outside's too much for me.
Do you think
The
that
idea of
Oh, sorry. But
no worries.
do you think that the dragon would have never awoken even if Ice Lake found it?
I believe eventually, with the discovery of that place, one of those very capable groups would have found it. Eventually would have gone in, and with a treasure vault, I'm pretty sure the city would have been up and hammered, sending all the support they can to get that door open. Even I believe they would probably send different groups from expedition teams. There'll be a nationwide event. And of course, to get into the vault, what's the first thing you try to do? Hammer it in. Drill it in. They would have woke the dragon. If not even... If... That's one thing I say to myself that makes me feel just a bit better for what we did.
I suppose it would have been inevitable. You know, when I met Nyla, it just so happened to be a coincidence. I wasn't expecting anybody. I wasn't expecting to stay anywhere near here. But Nyla and me learned more about this gem, the blood gem. It's all started with the blacksmith burning down, and he created a ring, and well, so on and so forth.
There's that.
But
Okay, but I've forgotten about the blood gem. His anxiety comes back twofold.
something.
If it is alright with you and the group, I will take it. I will take them all that we find. Every single blood gem.
Bring them back to Flemenbroth.
We will lock them and seal them away.
It's a problem.
Or feed it to the flames.
We know they're on the loose. We know that they're trying to look for them. Something that obviously didn't want us to be looking for them. Dwindle, I don't think the dragon is the worst thing to come of this. And I don't think that even if we never awoken it, I don't think it would have made things easier. But now we know. And we might not always get along well, and we obviously have conflicting views. But we know, and we can do something about this. Do you think we can?
I plan on it. At least trying. dying. Whatever the saying is. Till we say it's till we get our last swing in.
Until the end.
Aye.
Like I said,
Good.
2 lefts can't make a right, but maybe finally choosing to turn right will make it all worth it in the end.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, it
Since
looks like
what's bringing this on? You alright? Acting stranger than normal. You can't tell if
I've
it's
just
a good thing or a
realized
bad thing.
there's no reason to wear a mask anymore.
Hmm.
Anyways, she's gonna hop out of the cart when we arrive, because I'm sure that was enough time to...
I like that line. I love this entire awkward conversation because I will have a drawing done shortly. Or a
Oh, I don't know how
program eventually showing the card. But she is sitting, looking on the ground, looking up to a dwindle that on a little. It is a full-on bobsled, makeshift bobsled.
Oh,
The
I can't wait
original
to see this.
bobsled, he put it on top, so that top portion is now. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work, but it's gonna be good.
It'd be awesome.
Hmm. Now I gotta really think about dwindle.
Mm-hmm.
9-year-old deception because I don't think he actually said it. Does a 23 beat your insight score?
Yeah, probably, because it's probably passive. Yeah, I'd probably beat that. I don't think I could beat that anyways.
Because he lied once. And I'm gonna let all of you think about what he lied about. Fun. Anyway,
Oh,
we're
wait,
back.
no, I have a 6 in insight, I think. No, she would have believed him. Just because it's dwindle. I wouldn't.
Actually, I gotta rephrase it. He's left something out, I believe. He left something out. It's hard to explain it. Anyway, fun.
Mm-hmm. We'll learn eventually.
Letter time, please. Show me the letter.
Anyways, inside they go. I'm gonna go to me and Nyla's room to find Nyla.
Nyla
Then
seems
it's
to
gonna.
be gone.
Yeah.
Upon not finding Nyla, go to Odile and knock on her door. Odile?
I'm chill enough to the door. Poor fellow is happy turning into my doorman.
Odd is in.
I'm surprised he's not already there. He's already standing at my door.
Odd is not here.
You guys seen Nyla?
That fairy you are looking for is not here.
He's Eddie outside too. Just mocking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Odd is
sure,
not
I'd be
here. It's not like it's not like he can go anywhere from her. Share the claw. Share the
Mm.
burden. Such a heavy burden.
So, Selenok opens the door. And of course, Selenok being a fairy, he is short, so Dwindle and May can both see over him into the room. Eddie's floating in the middle of the room. And Odile, I assume, is on her bed or on the floor.
She's probably on the floor in her little cubby area.
That.
I'm not
So
looking into the
just-
room.
Selenok just kind of looks up at May and Dwindle.
Have you guys seen Nyla?
Hey, last time I saw it, I have an idea to fix her chains. Shows the bag of holding. I'm gonna
Eddie.
throw her in here.
Eddie just
Sorry.
chuckles.
Lyra and Eddie. Have you seen her?
We did until we didn't.
You look
Insightful.
better.
I am.
Concern. You want your butt back?
Hmm?
You want your butt back? Do you want, reaches in the bag of holding, your butt back?
Oh, that. No.
Alright,
Not right now, at least.
alright. How much daylight do we have?
Midday.
Perfect. If you need me, I'll be in my cart, doing work.
Well, at least we know where one of the party members is.
What do you mean? You've seen her until you didn't. Where did you last see her?
Where was it
Oh, wait,
that
wait,
we were
wait, 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 wait.
talking?
Turns around. Alright. Is she out of the chains? Or is she still chained up?
I'd say she's chained to her insecurities. But that's not the same thing.
Wasn't my question.
The chains are gone.
Alright, I did my part. Walks away.
Your friends disappeared into the city.
City? Did you see which direction?
No.
Did she say where she was heading? God, you're so full of it, Eddie. She walks away.
It's not my fault your friend has a little hat trick.
She's just gonna keep walking out towards the city.
You all have fun finding an invisible man. Or woman, in this case. Normally, I'm the invisible one.
Alright, is she not invisible to Eddie? I
I've
think we went over this.
I've
actually.
looked into it, and it is so skewed back and forth that I'm just going to say that Eddie can't
Yeah.
see.
No, you made the decision that he can see her.
Because like
We
that's
went
how I
over
view.
this.
That's how I view
We went
like
over
ghosts.
this, and I literally just read the notes while looking for the information about the keeper and everything. You made the decision that he can see her while she's invisible.
I don't think Eddie would say anything, even if he did see her, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Always
because
ask.
remember when she tried to go up to the wall with the golems and everything, and she was invisible, and the golems kept just still trying to chase her while she was invisible, everything.
Visibility.
Eddie came up to her, was like, "What you doing?" She was like, "Wait, you can see me?" He was like, "Yeah,
Oh,
the others
yeah.
can't seem to."
Okay.
Note taker.
We love notes.
Questionnaire.
I'm looking at my notes way too much this session. Come on.
So, quick retract. So he would have been able to answer it the first time she asked, which was before Dwindle walked off. So everyone would have heard, well, she kind of ran off into the city. By herself.
No steps. I do have a coin. I have no coin.
Can I give an insight check?
If you want to.
About a 20.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Very nice. He seems to be forthright. And he almost seems more chipper than he has been since the change.
Oh, really?
It's a little off-putting, in all honesty.
The devil in disguise.
What'd you guys do to her?
What do you mean?
Nyla.
What about her?
Not only was Odie acting weird this morning, but you? You're way too happy.
I guess you could say Odile helped with a favor that I asked her to do to make up for what she did to me.
With the Dwindle. 2 lefts. Are you Odile? And she's gonna like step and try to look in the room. Like, what happened?
Odile's just sitting there very quietly.
You know, just because something happened to him doesn't mean that something happened to you. It's your choice to deal with him. I get that you're close, but there's obviously something very wrong with him and you going along with this.
Well, she didn't have much of a choice.
Much of a choice.
Well, yeah, I mean...
You're literally dead.
Yes, but think about it. Nyla gave the book to her. She read it. The choice was no longer hers to make. She owed me for reading my book. And I've already explained what the book does. She could have seriously hurt herself. And I would have been the guilty party for not sharing what the book does.
Head pokes in. So the favor is over?
Oh yeah, I feel so much better now.
You mind sharing with the audience what the favor was?
I stole Nyla's little notebook thing and then gave it to Odile like Nyla did with my book.
Book for a book.
If you guys read it,
Funny enough, no. She
then
got
why would she have
really upset about it.
So far, justifiable, even to a point.
I suppose.
I think my favorite
Would
part.
she have run off?
I think my favorite part out of all of it is she threatened me with leaving.
Mm-mm.
She what?
Well, yeah. Think about it. She said that if I didn't give the book back, she was going to try and hurt me by leaving your group. It was so entertaining to watch.
Don't
Okay,
she
say
got
this.
like a magic bow now?
I don't really know how that has anything to do with it, but yeah.
And I guess she wanted to hurt you. Don't magic it magic?
I mean, probably.
Dwarf gears turning in Dwindle's head.
As they're talking, May's gonna walk out.
Oh, this is the gift that keeps on giving.
Hmm.
But yes, your friend ran off, so.
He's just sick and hurt. I just. What was I doing? Odd. You feel any better from this morning?
If you can't
So-
tell, she
Not a-
feels like shit.
Hmm. Has anyone told Dwindle about the card for Eddie? Hmm.
Yes, Eddie Dwindle definitely knows that the card is the reason why Eddie switched.
Hmm. What part of town did she? Where are you guys in?
On our way back from some shop. Somewhere.
They're fighting for her soul here. She can't just run off like that.
Well, much like your friend that walked off just now said, everybody seems to have a choice, and seems she
Yeah.
chose to run off. Even knowing what's going on. So. You all have some serious trauma that you have to work through, and you just refuse to. And it's so much fun to just stab at that old wound.
Emma.
Have you, of all people, not noticed anything going on with the other three? Nothing at all?
It's a mess.
They are.
Typically it just sorts itself out eventually with a bit of help and some meat, but
Well,
yeah. No. Still a knock.
yeah.
Keep watch over.
That's kind of my job.
And I'll be right back. Looks at room number. Nods. Goes down. Dwindle, the person who bought the room.
She
was
bought
like-
the room, and I'm right next to your room. Directly.
It's been a long day. All they can think of is for Southeast Helm Street and rebuilding it.
There.
He is going to purchase. He's gonna tell him, get the sweetest thing you possibly have, dessert, and just take it up there. Now then, time to go play Puppet Dwarf. Wagging out, and I got a 1. So, despite his amazing work drive, he's gonna go help for once with something that he can't hit.
May's gonna rush to the town square. And I have a question. I've got the spell. I got the spell locate creature. Does that work for people?
Locate person.
Locate creature.
Describe or name a creature that is so technically speaking, in D&D, it does not specify the difference between a person and a creature until the idea of hold person versus hold monster comes in, because
It's good. There's no other option for locate person. It's good.
Exactly. So locate creature is much like hold monster. Every being in D&D is considered a type of creature or monster. Player characters are considered monsters. Normal average people are considered a type of monster. They're considered humanoid monsters, basically. So, locate creature would work with normal people.
Oh, it does say spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as a human or a unicorn.
Exactly. That's useful for if you're like in the middle of the woods and you don't know like a lost person's name. If you just say human and you don't have anybody near you, it's, within 30 feet. At least. Wait, hold on.
Don't it also work for demons?
If the creature
And
you describe,
angels?
Yes, because
I
it says locate
completely
creature.
forgot about this spell.
Yeah, it's
I
any
forgot.
creature.
Oh, it's so cool.
That's kind of scary, though, if you say demon and the entire underground starts glowing.
Heh.
But if we narrow that down.
But yes, locate creature would allow you to name a specific creature and find them.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna get to the town square and cast that to find Nyla.
Well, she's not within 1,000 feet.
Oh no.
The
Bundle
city's
is,
pretty big.
So one's going to go to the outskirts of the town, and he's going to start being...
Oh, it says concentration for up to an hour. Would I be able to walk
You could
around?
just walk around. You'd have to pick a direction, but you could walk around.
I'm gonna try to walk the perimeter of town, like run the perimeter of town.
I don't know what number of dice would match, but what if we roll the same dice, and if they match, that's
It's a
the
D.
location of the town that we're... Because it's over an hour, but it's a big town, so maybe like a D20, or I don't know.
Or
I don't
we
know
can
what
go
would be the appropriate size.
There is a directional option. north, northeast, south, with a D8.
It's true, but that's still like triangles, and that's gonna get bigger the further out you get.
Mm.
What if we do like a D100, but it has to just be within 1, so that it's like 50? Does that seem like an appropriate amount? I don't know how big this town is. I don't know what an appropriate selection is over the course of an hour if she's walking around.
Well, how about this? You three can roll d20s. If Dwindle or May actually manage to get the same as Nyla, then they find Nyla. If not, they're in the wrong spot.
Works for me.
However, I will need a investigation check from Dwindle either way.
18 plus numbers. Numbers are awesome.
Numbers can be awesome. They can also be fucking infuriating.
True.
Odile,
19.
19. Odile, while you wait, could you roll a d12 for me?
Mm-hmm.
What did May roll?
14.
14. Dwindle, what's your d20?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
No.
Nyla?
5.
So neither of them in the same spot, or in the right spot.
Same time, he's just going around town in a slingshot. He's letting her come to him.
I doubt that'll happen, but here we are.
At least not soon. Sorry, guys.
Completely opposite side of the actually 5
Almost
20.
the opposite. 5 to 20, that's pretty far off.
Okay.
Only 180 degrees.
We will roll again. And due to the hour constraint of the spell, I will give you 2 more chances, May.
I got a nat 20 this time.
Nat 20 this time. What did Dwindle get?
Next time.
16.
Dwindle finds her. I got a
Dwindle.
16.
Investigation check. And Nyla, if you're trying to hide, I need a stealth check.
Yeah.
5.
Although she's not expecting them to be out there, so I'm gonna do it at disadvantage. What did you get?
A 5.
Heh. My modifier
Yeah.
is +7.
Mm-hmm. Same time, he's not.
Well,
I mean, it's not like it's an investigate or perception check. Then I have a chance.
Nyla, I would like you to roll a perception. What'd you get on your
11.
d12, Odile?
Wait. Sorry.
5.
A 5?
Mm-hmm.
What did Nyla
It's
get on
hun-
her perception?
It's hunting
18.
us.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, because of the d12, the weather is now getting cloudy. So, Nyla sees a very large metal wagon seemingly making rounds slowly along the area, and Dwindle's sitting on the driver's seat, just kind of glancing around curiously. However, he doesn't seem to notice Nyla.
I want to try to stealth to get inside the wagon without Dwindle seeing to see if anyone else is in there.
Okay. That would be a stealth.
That is 24.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that beats Dwindle's
No.
passive.
No.
Well,
And how far would you be away from the inn right now?
Very far.
Opposite end of the town?
not necessarily the opposite. I mean, the inn was more towards the center of the market, and you all are on the edge, so the tavern's more like in the center, whereas you all are like on the outer rim.
Hmm. Nyla's just gonna hop into the not driver's seat, but the passenger seat right next to him.
Does she sneak? She has to climb a ladder.
She got a 24.
Got a 24.
He's listened to Dwarven 105.
1055. The Rock. I'm glad the delayed giggle from James finally came in. Fucking 1055 The Rock, and it's a Dwarven rock channel. But funny enough, it's not actually rock, it's just them talking about different minerals.
Granite. It's
Granted.
a horrible
It's
rock.
just the Elements song over and over again.
It's a horrible, horrible rock. Do not build with it. It's not good. Use andesite instead.
But nonetheless, Nyla's able to sneak up there. Dwindle seems blissfully unaware.
Doesn't invisibility only last for an hour?
Yes.
So I can just
How?
imagine he's just sitting there next to looks over.
The invisibility time-wise would be dropping right about a few minutes after Nyla would climb up. So she genuinely just kind of pops into existence next to Dwindle. So
Does he swing? No, he was expecting her. He knew she was invisible.
Okay. Eddie's not
This-
around, is he?
I don't have a claw now, do I?
No, I just want to make sure. I don't want to go anywhere near him.
Understandable.
What'd you hear?
Enough. Enough that should get me out of here for once.
Hmm? What?
Enough to get me out here for once.
What do you mean?
Typically, I just let you all handle your own problems. They're your own, after all. But this
That's fair.
time, I just see a downward spiral. For a book after the book after a book.
Yeah. Feeling pretty likely right now, unfortunately.
Like Kiv said, and you said, two lefts does not make a right.
True.
And except in our situation, we actually had to make 3 lefts. So
What?
left equals right. Wait, he's driving. Dead end.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that again. I know what I did was wrong, but I'm terrified of him right now.
I agree.
I never wanted to hurt him. Was it in poor taste? Absolutely. But I was messing with him. That's it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say what I feel about the action. This is not my place.
I know. You don't like when people steal in general, even if it's a prank. Among friends. Or
Pranks
so-called friends.
is harmless. This is nothing but harm.
It's true, but it should have been harmless. You know what he reads. How was I supposed to know this was any different?
The quality of book. For one.
There, but he kind of reads a little bit of...
Two. Has he ever hidden his smut? He has not. You have any idea how embarrassing it is for the maid to walk in and there's a pile of 8 books on my bedside? One of them even brought me another book. He's currently reading it now. The enchanting phase, what it's called. She recommended it. It's got a dwarf on the cover.
Is it bad that all I can think of is that meme where it's like, all right, you do understand the price, right? Of course. And you're okay with this? Of course. All right, well, I will give you undivided power for your firstborn. Of course. Yeah, well,
When do we start?
so when do we start? The Fae. What? Well, you said you wanted my firstborn. When do we start? The Fae, now blushing.
Oh. Either way. He looks happier. And that's terrifying.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I don't know what that card did to him, but I feel that in our long journey ahead, which I'm sure it is, we need to find a way to undo that.
I agree, or we have to discard the claw, and I don't want to get rid of him that easily either, but right now, I can't be near him.
That's fair.
Did he tell you he used the chains on me again?
No, he did not. And what do you mean he has chains?
The chains that Odd helps. Odd got
Terrified.
the chains
There's like full realization.
off of me. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Got the same chains that you tried to get off with your ex. Odd
I am never
was
taking a bath
successful.
again.
And Eddie now can control them.
Well, bright side. You had your chains.
It's true. But if I go near him again, I don't doubt that he'd use them on me again.
It's just a harmless prank, right? See? Think next time. Besides, I am not magic. I don't know magic really any bit, except hammer. It's gonna be up to you and Odd. I don't know even, but just if someone needs to figure it out. Or I feel from my few conversations that he's now a bit happier than he was. In a bad way. Like, he seemed pretty miserable when we talked. It was like as if he was living for the motions. Like an elf past a 300th birthday. Now, he seems energetic. And not in a good way.
But he's feeding off of misery.
Exactly. Him stealing. Hurting you. Chaining you, restraining you. Wanting to do something with your book. All I know is not good as, one, you're out here hurt, and he is gleaming as if...
He was downright gleeful when even Odd, who cares about, apparently, the thought of me hurting her too.
Sordale is... I don't even really know. I try to be helpful. But... she just seems like she doesn't... just wants me away. A lot of the time. And so, I do what I do best. I reaches into his bag and pulls out a bottle of wine. Sit and wait. Hands her the bottle. For you
Thank you.
all to come to me.
Gonna start drinking.
Speaking of sitting and waiting, May, would you like to roll a d20 for me? And the other two, can you both roll d20s?
I'm now going back to the center slowly.
If you get
So-
close to the end, she's gonna hop off again. Just so you know.
I know that's the point. It's slowly. And with Dwindle's sense of direction, it's gonna be tomorrow. It's not gonna be until tomorrow afternoon until we get there.
What did May get on her d20? An 8?
7.
9?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm. Like when they get a few blocks away from the inn.
I have no
No, it
idea
would
where
hop
he's
off.
going. He has no idea where he's going, so it's...
If she starts recognizing the radius that she searched in a few hours ago, she's gonna hop off.
Well, due to locate creature, just barely still being up with her last attempt, you are within the margin of error of 5. You feel the pull towards Nyla.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'll
Alchemy.
follow.
You follow the pull, and the magic starts to wear off just as a large metal wagon comes into view. Nyla, I would like a con save from you.
Save.
10.
A 10?
Mm-hmm.
You're alright for right now.
Slipped a tiny bit of lemon broth into that wine. I wish. All gone now.
I'm sorry.
I will try and fight it some more.
As May finds the wagon, Nyla begins drinking. Dwindle slowly makes his way back into town, and Odile is stuck in her room with a guard, her closest companion, and Eddie. That is where we will leave off tonight's session, as we actually ran an hour later than we usually do.
So, real quick okay, recap. It's about to rain, correct?
Well, it's cloudy.
So it's cloudy, and next week is Halloween night. Please, somebody finally find this sucker. Holy crap.
9 is Halloween.
I want to fight this Rakshasa so badly. How long has it been without combat?
Forever.
Too long.
Way
Nah.
too long.
Well, I guess not too long. Nyla did get punched in the face.
That's true. It's some good old PvP to,
But-
satiate your bloodlust.
I call it us.
Also, Will, real quick, were you laughing earlier when Dwindle was talking over the comment that I made in Twitch about thinking that it was a porch that he was talking about? I knew it.
Why did I make a porch?
May asked you what you regretted. You said the deck. And I flat out for a second just didn't question, believed that you were talking about a porch somewhere in the world that you didn't build quite right.
No, the deck.
I know.
That caught fire.
But there was several seconds there where I just.
Me and
Nyla. Of course he regretted a porch.
Me and Nyla were genuinely sitting there just fucking dying while you and May chit-chatted. That's what that was. That was why we were just quietly dying in the corner.
I made a deck once.
It wasn't quite perfect. The nails, they just weren't quite spaced out correctly.
I used a 2x5 instead of a 2x4, and now everything's wonky.
Also, did you picture exactly the same thing? Is that where your brain went to? But yes.
So nobody's read the note yet, right?
What note? I tried to.
No, nobody's read the note.
Oh yeah. Nope. Nobody's read the book either.
No,
Nice.
I haven't.
Good. Well,
Okay, the last time we had a fight and everything was episode 40.
Too soon.
Oh my gosh.
well.
Character development.
We do hope to see you all next time. We will keep the campfire roaring for you so that when you get lost following the Will-O-Wisps again to hear their stories, you will have somewhere to sit and listen. After a night of rather intense emotions, dangerous back and forth, and quite a bit of trust tested, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all will join us next time here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods. Good night, everybody.